Wednesday, the 15th of October, calling the meeting of the Winthrop Downtown Revitalization Committee to order. We should approve minutes for previous meetings.
I made copies. I sent the email, but I also made copies because I wasn't sure. Last time we didn't have enough people to approve them. So you can approve them today if there's enough people, and if not, then you have them to take with you for the next meeting.
So why don't we plan on doing that again in the first meeting in November?
Okay.
Halloween updates. Trunk or treat?
So
You want to summarize the email, or do you want me to give you more recent updates?
Yes, we can do more recent updates because when I put see attached email, that was on the email I sent to the two of you that got on this agenda that was posted. I didn't attach his email line. So if you want to go through the email, and then I have some updates.
I don't have it in front of me, but I just reread it.
Yep.
Two things that are of critical import is, well, three things. The trunks are to be sponsored by businesses, not individuals, not families. He was very clear about that. There's liabilities, et cetera. He is managing the trunks. We have nothing to do with that as a committee. The email also talked about obtaining another food truck. And he was looking for a kid-friendly food truck with chicken nuggets. Well, first of all, you needed a food truck that had a permit to be on the streets of Winthrop. They have to be approved. So I went out and got a second food truck. We've got Riley's Coffees and Lemonades. Hopefully he'll do some ciders and hot cocoa. We now have also Kabayan Philippine. Those are the two trucks that are very consistent with the vault. They know Winthrop. They were both very excited to participate. They're both in. We don't know if Andrew has contacted the second one yet.
I talked to him today. I talked to him just a little while ago, and we talked about food trucks, but I didn't ask him if he had actually reached out to that one. We talked as if they were both, he was finding a space for them. I better confirm that, never assume. But I believe he did based on our conversation.
Okay.
And they're laying out some things downtown today, and he already told me where they're, planning to locate them.
He's got two. I can't, that's the best I can do.
Did great. Did fabulous. Thank you. He also mentioned that there might be a football game that night and
On Halloween?
Friday night, I guess. But the school has, because he mentioned another truck that would have.
There is one sitting there all the time.
So that one he thought might be, there's a chance that might be open that night. And do they do more like French fries and that type of thing?
Yeah,
They definitely have French fries.
yeah.
I know I bought.
And I'm sure they have hamburgers and hot dogs.
They do.
Especially hot dogs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to confirm with him that he actually has.
My last, so I sent John, it's Jon. I sent him a message via Messenger Facebook and said I was turning his information over to you and Andrew, and he would be hearing back from Andrew. He got back to me via Messenger about 24 hours, like Sunday night, maybe Monday night, saying he had not yet heard from him.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he hasn't at this point. It's now Wednesday. And he knows Winthrop. He knows where it is going to be. Andrew will connect with him. And we've got two food trucks. We've got food and drinks. I think it's, so
Okay.
now I'm concerned about us getting the pedestrians downtown. That's what concerns me, but that's the agenda here.
Okay.
So.
And I will confirm I'll follow up with Andrew to make sure that it's clear that he was to reach out and that happens.
Yep. There's the third thing he mentioned was he has an official trained individual who will be on Main Street directing traffic and pedestrians. He will look for neon yellow and for volunteers who want to go down and help out. As I said, I will not be able to until we're done as a family trick or treating. I will come down with my grandchildren and do the trunk or treat, and then they will go off and I will stay if needed. Okay? But it doesn't sound like any of us have to be there. But it
For the
would,
crosswalk,
yeah.
yeah, that's the impression I got as well, was that this person is experienced and he,
But we're welcome to be there and put on vests,
that
right?
was my understanding. Yes.
I think that covers the email. Oh, down notifying businesses. Has he been able to? Because last I spoke to a business owner, she had not been communicated with.
So he has not. After this meeting, I'm going to go downtown. So there's this, the Halloween trunk or treat, and then the Conservation Commission is having a public trails forum. Um,
Not today.
no, it's on the 27th, and I just
Yeah.
realized I handed those out to the planning board. I thought I had to you all, but I did not give you information on that. Okay,
It was publicly we were notified publicly
yeah.
by Winthrop Alerts.
Yes, I hope people will come to that in droves. So I'm going to go down with both of those flyers when we're done here, and I'm going to go into the businesses, and I'm going to just introduce myself and see if they will post the flyers. And then I think I'll also ask if they would intend to be open, but I don't know how many know about it. I would have time to think about that in advance.
Here's what I do know. You know, I work for Freckle Salvage part-time. Freckle is planning on being open.
Okay,
She was notified by Lonnie sometime during the August art fair.
okay,
She is planning on full-size candy bars and staying open. I think what we need to do is think about where the most dominant, up here in this hood, across the street from here, where all the kids trick or treat, we need to put up signage. We need to put up signage.
to get down the hill. Yeah.
That's something I think we can do.
Mhm.
Buy some poster paper. I don't know, I don't know where you've been on, but that's also on the agenda.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
I noticed on Facebook in the last few days that Jim Clark, they've asked him to help too. To work that night.
I did not, I'm on Facebook.
And
I think I
forget
missed a
if it was
post.
on Winthrop Community page or.
Is that who's Andrew has lined up to be
Maybe it is.
downtown?
It could be.
It's in the email. It might be.
He said, oh yeah, Jim, he called him Crossing Guard Jim.
Yeah.
Okay.
So an experienced crosswalk guard is going to be doing crosswalk because he knows all those kids.
Yeah.
That's neat, yeah.
And all their parents and grandparents.
Is there anything else in that email that?
That was on Facebook. I saw it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what page, but.
So,
Community.
and I follow, there's a positive Winthrop one, there's community happenings, there's a town one.
Right.
As far as his email, one of the other things was what you just mentioned, the list of businesses, and I'm using this as a jump off point. And I was talking to Peg earlier that we believe this is from the comprehensive plan. So, I'm sorry,
All the
Penny.
business it was that we,
That ain't my list, but okay.
So do you have another one? Because I was wondering.
Massive list, but it's not just brick and mortar and
Mhm.
not just Main Street. It's every business that could possibly ever be a member of the Chamber of Commerce,
Okay.
basically. So it's over 120. So it's really not of a great help. When in fact, really all we need to do is between Bowdoin and here is those businesses down in downtown, right?
Mhm.
I wouldn't even go so far as Winthrop Fuel. I would stop at Bowdoin, which is where Cheney Jeweler is in
Mhm.
Hill. And it's probably maybe, what do you call it? 25 businesses. It's not a lot of stores.
Okay.
So, but 25 businesses open with candy will make that trunk or treat just that much popular.
Yeah.
Right.
so I don't think, did I talk to you about this? The History Center, Jen Phillips is in charge of what we do of fundraising. And so we decided not to hand out candy. But instead, we're going to have a photo shoot area. So
Oh.
like, the back of somebody's, SUV or minivan that opens up and there's a decoration around it. If they're members, they could have their pictures taken for free. If they're not, they'll be $5 so that we can help raise some money. And we'll do it all digitally. So they'll be sent to them. They'll have
Yeah.
To fill out the paperwork, but so
An
that's
email
what
address.
she's come up with, so.
Cool.
So,
Yeah. So you've just confirmed that, that Freckles will be open in the History Center. You might not have wanted to say full-size candy bars. I might show up for that. So, so
Big
there's
kids.
two for sure.
But again, you know, she took the word from it needs to come from the chamber or one of our first responders. I don't know that if you're going down by yourself, do you know,
I'm going down, so I talked to Andrew, so I'm going to be his liaison
okay,
at this point because he hasn't had time and I'm going to go regardless for the Conservation Commission.
please stop by Freckle and say, I know Pat talked to you. Just hand her, make sure it would be great that she knows that we are doing that.
Yes.
So,
Okay, I will definitely do that.
and we have a new business coming into town
yes,
right away.
brand new, right next to Freckle.
I know of one, not that one.
It's
Bakery and Bridal, is that?
It's
what it is?
bakes and blooms,
Oh, really? Blooms.
bakes and blooms.
Blooms, yes.
I don't think they're open yet, so you may have to stick one in the letter slot or something on the
Be
door.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Blooms. And you know that from the chamber?
We know that from Facebook.
Yes. It's all over Facebook. No,
It's
it is.
citizens, praise and positivity, take your pick. Who knows which one. I like one better than the other, I'll tell you that.
Okay, well, that's great news.
Yeah.
And then there's a furniture store that's going to be going in the telecom building. The
Really?
first floor, part of the first floor. Yep.
New furniture?
Mhm. New furniture, yep. I
We
don't-
couldn't get a Rennie's, but we could get a furniture store?
We didn't, this person approached the town. I don't know that anyone sought him out, or how he found the space. He wants to be here.
I don't know that we've ever sold furniture on Main
No?
Street, ever in my 70 years.
You sure Dave's didn't at one point?
You think?
I can't remember.
I mean,
All right.
that's crazy. So
He spelled furniture right now, so.
let's move on to item B.
Yes, because I think that's all the
I
items in
think-
the email.
And Kevin has the trunk or treat handled from blocking off Union Street. I just hope we can see it with however he's planning of blocking it off. I hope it's not unobstructed so we can't see it. But vehicle decorations, event attendance, candy donations, signage, information. Is this about us doing a trunk?
Yeah, so Brent and his wife offered to decorate a trunk and be there. So my understanding is that they'll be there from start to finish. It'll be their vehicle. So that's covered, and then we can have other people, be there as well to talk to people and hand out candy or what have you. It's a funny thing that he's doing. He showed me a picture of other ones where it's like a Frankenstein face.
Yep.
The candy is up the nose, so I think kids will like that.
Probably the adults will.
So that's done. Check. That is on slate. So great.
Yep.
Donations. Were you able to get any candy donations?
I don't have any yet, but I'm going to reach back out to some of them that said they would. I gave them my card and did not hear back. So I don't have any yet, but I do expect to have at least two. And then I think I'll be better equipped for the next event to have some structure to that.
If you don't feel like you have enough for our trunk, because it's not on Brent and his wife to buy all that candy. It's not cheap. I think we all could buy a bag or two of candy and contribute. Problem is, this is our last meeting before Halloween.
Oh, I didn't think about that. It is.
So
Yeah.
we need to figure out a way to
Communicate that.
communicate with each other, get to Brent and his wife. If he needs donations from us.
So we need to like drop it off to you? On?
You could, or bring it to the event, probably in advance, right? They'd probably want to have it in
Oh,
advance.
yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, so you don't have enough, you gotta go buy it.
Yeah, they're probably gonna wanna know what they've got, at least a day before.
Yeah.
We all have his email address. He could probably give us a location where we could, is there another planning board meeting between now and then?
Yes, next week.
So we
Wednesday.
could bring it here before next Wednesday, and you could transfer it to him.
Yes. Do that,
Okay.
whatever was remaining.
So when will you know if you get donations and whether we should be contributing?
I hoped that I would know by now. Let's give until Friday, and then
Okay.
if not, I will send.
You'll let us know,
Yep.
then we can purchase candy, get it to you before next Wednesday.
Yep.
That's the trunk, us at the trunk or treat. Donation. Signage and banners.
So I mentioned Kevin's been out for a little bit. He's not here today, but he was going to reach out to Coke and Pepsi, some of those bigger vendors. He thought maybe through Hannaford that would happen, but that's not how they facilitate things. But because he had worked for one of them before, he says, yeah, they'll do it. So he felt confident he could get some signs and banners, but it remains to be seen because he's not here right now. So I'll follow up with him on that.
Again, maybe we need to have a side joint and we got poster board. I'm not real good at this. Granted, I can artistically draw letters like any of us, but hanging them, where to put them, I don't, the other thing that's coming up for me that we as members of the Downtown Revitalization Committee can use our Facebook accounts and share those posts that have been put out about by I'm assuming Anthony or one of the town, Deb, do that. Share those posts and get those out and add any information we know that isn't detailed in those flyers. We should be resharing those posts about the trunk or treat, all of us.
So, yeah, I didn't think about that. They're not currently shared to like the the Winthrop community page.
I will work a little bit on that. The Winthrop community page, I believe, is still managed by Jana Dykett.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
But you could post to it. Couldn't you just post it on?
I don't believe, whenever I had to announce a meeting or whatever, 2 or 3 years ago,
Yep.
I forwarded everything to Jana and she posts.
Okay.
And she will repost, but I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything reposted on Winthrop Community Happenings in forever. Oh, that's not good.
She had cancer.
Oh, no.
But she's on. That treatment.
The news you're giving me, woman.
Sorry.
So that makes sense. So, but on those other Facebook pages, I know the moderator of Citizens. I don't know moderator of Praise and Positivity,
But
but
that is,
we'll reach out to those people and get them posted there.
Wheeler.
Ay.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Let me see what I can do, getting those posted on those two. And I'll try to get to Winthrop Community Happenings. Those are the 3, right?
Those are the 3 I'm aware of.
Just give me a second.
Citizens is Barbara.
Right,
You're saying,
Josh Wheeler.
Josh Wheeler is Praise and Positivity?
Yes, it is.
If Jana's not doing, Winthrop Happenings, I don't know. who
Somebody
it
is, yeah.
All right, we'll see what we can do about getting more Facebook postage. But we need downtown, go downtown, trunk or treat downtown. I know there'll be enough, maybe a flyer at the school,
My sneakers on today.
a flyer here, a flyer over here and an announcement at the elementary school.
Oh. Yeah.
not middle or high.
Yeah, I'm, so I can go talk to, the school departments, yeah,
Yeah,
right down the road. right down the
school,
hall.
elementary school.
Okay,
Make sense?
yep.
We just need
how they
to
can notice.
publicize. I'm not seeing a lot about it.
This building, right here?
Yeah, right.
How about right out here?
Yeah, there's 2 bulletin boards here. Yeah, you're right, the Conservation Commission, the Trails meeting's posted, but this one's not, so I can ask Jen for some help with that. I'll talk to the school, administrators down the hall. I don't know, do they send things home with kids, little flyers?
They do, but does this warrant that? I don't know. That's, how many kids in the school? 300? That's a lot of paper. But yeah, go ahead, pass them out in classes. Yeah, why not? Tell the parents.
They probably have a mass email list.
You've got the printer, I don't. Signage and banners, I just, if we need somebody from the committee to be getting poster board and trunk or treat downtown, trunk or treat downtown, you know,
Well, why don't we decide right now where they'll go? And then I'll make sure they get made.
well, I'll tell you, this intersection right out here. And the intersection down by what used to be Hub Insurance is now a home and something else. I don't know what else is there. The intersections on Main, entering any of these side streets off here, you've got a lot of pedestrian. Right?
We do. I'm gonna just, so you said one,
This is Highland and Greenwood right here.
okay, right here.
Yep.
So one, at least,
Every corner, you know,
yeah, because, yes, okay, so Highland and Green.
Highland and Greenwood.
Oh, thank
Isn't
you.
that Greenwood
It
going?
is. Yeah.
And then go down Main Street towards the trunk or treat. Your next intersection is Green Street,
Hanson.
Hanson and Green,
And then Union.
and then Union. Well, you're at the thing by Union, so I would do this major intersection out here and then Hanson and Green.
Okay. What about up the hill?
Most of the kids,
Oh, you're thinking that evening. Okay, okay.
trunk or treat downtown, trunk or treat. I mean, we could put them up anytime.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter, but if they're poster board and it rains, they're destroyed. So
Yeah.
I'm not getting vinyl banners. I'm just making something and we're somehow taping them up on telephone poles. I'm trying low cost, no cost, right?
Yep. Okay. I have-
If you're gonna, if we're gonna do that, do we have any fun, I'm thinking copies, et cetera, have signs made that are reusable?
I'm thinking of the yard signs with the legs, you know, like political signs.
Mhm.
I've got the legs.
You do.
I got plenty of legs. I use them to hold up my peony bush.
And they're really good about getting things done quickly.
And you,
But
when you
they're
say
expensive.
reusable signs, is that what you're thinking of? Yeah.
They're
To
expensive.
stand the weather.
They are when you buy them one by one. They're,
Really?
yeah, you can get them,
Based on how,
they're,
one done, it was like,
I have a couple.
Just for one yard sign?
yeah.
I have a couple
I
that,
mean, there was a lot of wording, kind of a lot of wording on it, but
I
it can
think
get,
it's simple.
I think trunk or treat,
And the time.
10:30, 1, 25, 5 to 7 downtown. One word, they'll find it. It's gonna be, yeah, I don't even think Union Street's necessary. Downtown's not that big. Downtown, one word.
Okay.
I have several metal and I have some of the old signs that fit on them.
But I could put something on.
You could put them,
Good.
but not plasticized. That's, again, we're still talking paper
Yeah.
poster board
Okay.
at low cost, no cost.
If it doesn't rain, we're gonna
Would
put them
Pat
out
Lynn-
that day? Do, you- Do you think we should put them in advance of the, or just that evening?
Oh, I think you should,
Depending on weather, if, you know,
I would do at least 2 to 3 days before,
Okay.
just so that,
and I absolutely think Penny's
Everybody-
idea of getting 5 or 6 of them made or every year heretofore, but if it's not downtown after this, they're no good, right?
and
Um,
your date's gonna be different every year.
Well, we'll just say 10/31.
Yeah.
We'll say Halloween Eve,
Yeah.
5 to 7 or
Yeah.
something. That, take the date off of it and the year off
Oh,
of it, just
yeah.
Halloween night, 5 to 7.
Right.
But labeling it downtown, we'd have to mark over that every year wherever it
Right.
got changed and moved. That said, we won't get that to happen between now and the 31st. Again, it's funding.
Professionally made ones.
When these were, we bought them for the Sester Centennial. Happy birthday, Winthrop. 300 were bought at, you know.
There was one in my shed at home.
Yeah, you have one we could use too.
Yeah, I do now that you say.
I'll borrow it.
Okay.
So we have several.
Oh, you could
Okay.
have it.
Like I said, I use the metal racks to hold up my peony. That said, we can do that instead of trying to post them on telephone poles.
Yeah, I think,
I just think social media needs to be hammered between now and the, that's even more
in this,
invaluable, and the school and social media.
A-frame signs. I took 2 chalkboards with hinges and made an A-frame sign one time and used glow-in-the-dark chalk. But I don't know if we'll be able to do that in time, but then it gives you all kinds of locations that you might not be able to use.
Done that before, and it's, you know, I have things hanging in my chalkboard, I could chalk all over them, but again, it's getting it all done and
Yeah,
single person.
okay. So I have that down. We're gonna need 5 to 6 signs. I've got the general locations. When we put them up is gonna be weather dependent and what they're made out of. And Kevin may or may not have, some banners or some signs from Coke or Pepsi, but we don't want to rely on that right now is what, okay.
I would not rely on them.
Yeah,
So we'll do what we can. I will count yours. I will make covered, I will get poster board and I will do the ones I have and I'll do count on yours.
Okay.
You get 3 or 4 out of us.
I have foam core, 24 by 36 foam core. That I'm gonna mount maps on them, but we could use them for this. Do you know if
You're
they're?
never going to use those foam core again.
We could dedicate them to this and I could get other foam core for those other maps.
I can go to the dollar store. It's real cheap. That's a good idea.
Foam core? I didn't know that.
Like a sheet. Yeah, I've done it before because I use it at the store. I will pick
Metal.
up foam core.
Okay,
When do we meet with magic markers?
You're not?
calendar up.
And while you're talking, let's do corn stalks at the same time. But when are we gonna do corn stalks?
Gonna put a marker. Orange and fire sign. We're doing it together.
Well, we are going to avoid anything where there's a pumpkin,
Scarecrow.
a scarecrow. We agreed with Dot that she had the telephone poles. And we would use anything else, right?
Mhm.
It wasn't occupied. Is
Yep.
that what we agreed on?
That was what we agreed on, trees.
Listen,
And the last time I went through downtown, I didn't come in that way today. They weren't all occupied, the
no, there's,
poles.
but every day there's more and more.
There are, okay, so we should not assume that there'll be any empty.
Assume not.
Okay,
And Bluey is just totally awesome. Have you been to the library?
no,
There is a Bluey scarecrow in front of the library. If you don't know who Bluey is, Bluey's just awesome.
we could get some photos of that to put on, Facebook. I don't know if they promote it on social media at all, but we could.
Yeah, we said we'd put corn stalks on trees. Someone's got to go to Michael's and buy 3-inch ribbon.
I can do that. So. So as far as getting together and doing corn stalks and signs, I could do tomorrow. I can't speak for the other two volunteers.
Don't you work from home tomorrow?
I usually do, but I have a meeting at 11. So,
I can't,
At
I
all?
have a full, yeah. Sorry.
I'm house cleaning and grocery shopping tomorrow, and it can happen at any point in time.
well, there are other members that I can reach out to. Doesn't have to be,
It doesn't, how long can it take to pull down?
not long. The code enforcement officer probably will help me as well. I was talking to him earlier.
What time? Do you want to do it 9 o'clock over at Invesco? Before your meeting or after your meeting?
After my meeting.
Okay, what time?
But I mean, do you want me to just pick a different day? Because you don't have to do everything
Well, what time?
It's gonna take half
with
an
other
hour.
people.
It's gonna take half an hour to cut down 50 corn stalks. Even, not even that.
Do it mid-morning to noontime, I can help. But
You can't, it's
I-
got an 11 o'clock meeting.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, what time? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock? Is it an hour-long meeting, a 2-hour-long meeting?
Only an hour. So, like 1,
1 o'clock here or over at the,
Hickman resident. That's where you go, right?
Hickman, yep.
why don't we meet here, just so there's no confusion?
Okay.
You'll see if you can get Nicole and her husband. She's probably cutting hair in the middle of the day. And it'll be you and I with our loppers.
I will send out a message to see like whether people are available and that.
Meet here at 1. We'll be done by 2:30, if that. Take longer to get there and back. Loppers, corn stalks,
Okay.
probably cut down 50 in 15 minutes. We're gonna take twine. We all have twine. We're gonna take a bunch of them, 4, 5, 6, bundle them together and wrap them around trees in town and decorate them with colorful ribbon.
But at a minimum, if we cut them and get them here,
Yeah, first
then,
things
you
first.
know, yeah. Okay, so 1 o'clock, I'll
You have
send
a
out an
place to
email.
put them when we get them, like,
I will determine what that place will be. It could be.
Here under the screen.
an office.
I'll find a place that people will be okay with.
Well-
Our staging area.
Right.
I'll talk to Anthony, he may have ideas. Okay,
Here we go.
that's corn stalks, signs. If we can't, like, if we can get some of each of those done tomorrow, great. If we can't, we can pick another time and see when other people are available. Because other people have indicated they're happy to participate. They wanted to know when, and I didn't know at that time. So,
Maybe we do signs early next,
okay,
send an email
Do
to
corn-
all of us, tell us to meet here. I'll get the foam core. You can bring your foam core. I count on 3 or 4 metal signs. I don't know how many more, but we'll bring what we got.
okay. And other people may have ideas or materials, so, okay, that sounds great.
I think we'll find magic markers somewhere in this office we could use that we wouldn't get our hands slapped for borrowing and using because we didn't pay for them. I'm just very.
Yeah, oh yeah, I talked to Anthony about, he said it's okay to use office supplies. I mean, if we were gonna use an inordinate amount, I would talk to him again, but to make some signs, I'd be fine.
Okay. All right, we need to move on. The scarecrows are what they are.
I was hoping for an update, but, yeah,
Today.
Every time we drive through, it looks like there's more.
so they're still going up. The tree
That
lights,
happens every.
Back to the tree lights. Are we ordering a set of 3,000 lights? We picked
Yes,
that number, just, it's not a big tree,
3,000
don't you think?
would, yeah.
see, I would go by length.
Hmm?
I would go by length as opposed to number of lights.
I don't know the dimensions of the tree necessarily. I'm looking at it. I put 1,000, I can put 1,000 on a 6-foot tree. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
All right.
You're gonna put them around the tree?
Well, let's get a 3,000. If that's too many, we can send some back. If it's not enough, we do the front this time around and we get more. That's my philosophy on that, right?
That's good.
That'll work. It's working for me. Does that make sense to you, Betty? I'm thinking 3,000 for that little tree is probably more than enough to go around.
But you never know.
Hmm?
But you never know.
And any tree you put lights on will be beautiful.
And we don't even necessarily have to order them. We could get them locally if we could find a good deal. I mean, it tends to be, you can find a good deal online, but
Are you going to do that?
I'll order some.
You are going to do that?
Yes, I've got it right here on my list.
You want to be the one accountable for that?
Yep.
You want to be the silent contributor,
Silent contributor.
hoping to be refunded at some point in time? I truly think the town could afford these.
Well, in the chamber, they haven't met, but they have, there was some talk that they may have some funding for them, but
Well, is
so we do need to get them and get them up.
They're meeting, that's one of the meetings I have tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, there's an after hours,
Yes,
but I,
5 o'clock tomorrow night.
That's not a business meeting.
That's true, but all the key people.
yeah. I was going to go to that since I'm going to be in town.
Yes,
will
I
be there?
am.
Okay.
I have 2 meetings before that in the afternoon. They're all downtown.
Okay.
They feed us well.
You can feel them out.
A good thing.
I just figure I'm not a business.
Well, do you belong to the History Center? Oh, well, then you can't go with me. Oh, no.
I told you why.
Yes, you have.
Not that I wouldn't. Sorry. So you're gonna order tree lights.
Mhm.
You're gonna finagle Kevin to hang them somehow and tell us we got too many and they ain't solar. But the problem is power. You found no solar multicolor and we want multicolor, so he'll figure out power.
Yeah.
Generator? There's such a thing as a small generator.
Yeah, there are. I don't,
Yeah,
like,
but
someone
you
would
don't
have to
how
have
do
one
you
to
secure
borrow.
it so that doesn't get ripped. That's
Yeah,
something.
it would have to be just when people are there, so it doesn't, yeah. Well, I'll make a note that that's an option.
And I would, before you press the button to order, I would send Kevin an email, say, I am ordering electrically powered, battery operated. You need to make sure, we need to figure out how to. power the tree."
Maybe we should find out before we buy them.
Well, he's out of commission.
Because
right?
if there's not a way to put the electricity in safely,
Well-
you're gonna have to change the lights around back to,
I guess worst case scenario, I would ask the business, what's the closest business? And
Post office, please.
post office will be closed. Dudley's. Not ideal to run a cord, but
Because we
Oh, good
want the
morning,
lights
Nathan.
on during Christmas every night. So it's not just,
yeah. It might, I don't know, maybe there's a temporary solution and a long-term solution, but I'll work on that.
Well, you're going downtown this
Well, you can
afternoon, so you
plug 'em
should
in
check
before.
it out.
and it would
Well,
be,
just make sure that there's a place that you know you can.
Yeah,
it would be disappointing that they're not up for Halloween.
yes.
But let's really set that if a goal for Christmas. Having a Christmas tree downtown lit up
Oh, yeah.
would be a boon to the
So there's no tree lighting ceremony, there's no tree?
No, but we can make a tree lightings happen. We could have, and this is my thought, the Christmas parade is usually at 3 o'clock in the
Oh.
afternoon. It's close to getting dark when the Christmas parade is over. The tree could be lit at the end of the While it's not quite dark yet, it will be
Jack and I-
4:30, dark enough to light the tree at the end of the Christmas. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
And
I can tell I'm in the shower thinking this all through.
And we'll want to really post that too, because you're gonna want parents to keep the kids downtown after. the race.
We have a month on that one.
More than that.
Yeah, little bit. But not a lot of meetings to make these things.
Right.
But I wasn't thinking about that. Because I'm here all the time. I forget that we don't have meetings all the time. So I appreciate you were bringing that up in that context.
All right, you're gonna work on tree lights with Kevin, see what can happen for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Street furniture.
So I had brought this up before.
Oh, wait. Let's open, is there anything else we need to be concerning ourselves for Halloween? I must make note that my entire family is dressing up as Candyland figures. And I am dressing up as one of the little kids that runs Candyland. My granddaughter will be Queen Francine. My grandson will be the little green lump, and I don't know what my, do.
We gotta get pictures of that,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm the kid who in the sneakers and the red and white, I look like Waldo without the hat. Anyway, that's my news for the day. So, so street furniture.
So there's the new benches downtown and, sorry,
Yeah, definitely.
to where?
Yeah.
Yes. One o'clock,
Meeting here.
At 1 o'clock, out in the parking lot. You're off.
right up here. I'm sorry, I'm Dawn Emerson. I don't know if we've met before. David, nice to meet you.
He's with the fire department.
Oh, okay.
But you came on your own?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you all are you having a trunk? Yeah. Yep.
Last year it was the EMS and fire and the police all had different.
Yep.
Cool. See you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Great, thank you.
Bye, Dave.
So anyways, the town council has a bench policy and it covers both, Norcross Point and the downtown. And then they created it for memorial benches and, it doesn't, we talked a little bit about it's $5,000 per bench and there's all these parameters around it. It doesn't really apply to what we're doing with street furniture downtown. So I didn't know if we would have to ask them to amend that ordinance to exclude the downtown. And looking at it further and talking to the town manager, the town manager he can delegate, who makes those decisions around them. So he'll take some kind of an action where it will become the downtown committee that he delegates to do that. So you'll have oversight over street furniture downtown. So I just wanted to apprise you of that.
Wheel, not Yule, wheel. Just looking at you and I, Penny, like we're controlling benches downtown.
So then
Yeah.
we,
I think when we did Gretchen Foyt's years ago down at the actual town beach, I think we went through the right parameters to do that. But there was a lot of talk about that too. I mean, everybody supported it totally, but then they were worried how many benches are gonna end up there. Because hers is granite, so it's gonna be there for way ever after all of us are gone. But I think they were worried about in the future if people kept doing that.
to have some policy.
Right, yeah, because they didn't have,
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But in hindsight, the downtown, because of this
yes,
activity, makes sense to pull that.
it
out.
does.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Then I'll be pursuing just any kind of formalization that we may or may not need for that. I'll confirm. So the new benches, we talked about doing a promotion with scarecrows and social media tagging. This goes back to having a sign. Like we need a sign to do that, to put on the bench with the,
So when you missed a meeting, Dot put one of her Halloween scarecrows on a bench with zip ties. It's
Yes.
there as a photo opportunity. You guys are having your own photo op opportunity, not knowing that this bench was set up. And let's be honest, I took a picture of it as soon as I saw it, sent it to Dawn. It's not stellar. It's okay.
Is it the little guy out?
With the pumpkin head, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's very interesting.
I don't think she put something out that she wanted to be worried about.
No, and I don't blame her. She
Not at
showed
all,
me.
not at all. So let's just let it be there,
Mm-hmm.
I think, especially since the Historical Society is now doing an official photo
That's right.
opportunity.
Yep.
It's there. We know it's there. I'm more worried of getting the trunk or treat publicized
Yeah.
than, and if people want to sit next to the bench and take a picture, so be it.
I guess in my mind, it was a way to promote the fact that we have new benches.
It
Um,
is.
Yeah.
But
It may not, if it's not going to work well, if it's going to be wah, wah, then
the pumpkin head skeleton kind of makes it wah wah.
yeah.
Sorry. We
Okay.
got a free donation. Not anyone's fault. She did the right thing for her own personal contribution.
Mhm.
Can't blame her for that. And maybe we look at being able to create something that we can use every year to do that, you know?
Yep. Okay, and then the Chamber of Commerce has a new position, a public relations coordinator. And I have not met this person, but some of you knew her. I can't remember her
I
name
can't
now.
remember her name either.
So she can help us with stuff like that, I believe. Okay. Because there's a whole science to it of being social
Lot
media
to it.
marketing. Okay.
It's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
You could spend 20 hours a week easily on social media.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's okay. So planters, can I move on to planters?
So the planners we had this summer
And last.
and last that were done by Nicole
Mm-hmm.
disappeared quietly after a windy day.
She said she's stored them at her house.
But is she
Yeah.
planning on doing it again next year?
So I reached out to her because I wanted to put something on the agenda and she said that she stored them at her house. This is just for this year. She said they had 7, they sought out people to sponsor. They had 7 and then the chamber had 7. And she said that they are stored at her house.
All 14.
I believe so. She said that, so she didn't discern how many, but she said that they haven't thought about it for next year. Cause I said, how can we help us support this? And she said, they haven't thought about it yet for next year, but when they do it, I believe they had some flower donations and planting. But certainly she said they could use help with planting and watering. So when it gets closer to that time, we can, make sure we're coordinating with them, any help that they may need, if we can provide it.
When she first came up with that idea 2, 3 years ago, he and I talked quite a while about it, and I just was not in a place could really commit to that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's done a great job with it these last 2 years, so I hope she won't give it up. And if she feels she can't do it, that she reaches out
Yeah.
to all of us so that we can help with that. And I know in front of our building, we've always had one. She has never asked us for a donation. I guess we just assumed she didn't need one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know that maybe we should be helping her, the businesses.
It's just another line item we should be putting on this budget that you have created, that there's a $200 investment in annuals for these pots. Potting soil, watering cans, whatever it is we need to purchase every year. And maybe it become a community thing. And it's not just Nicole and
Well, so she's with the
Everybody.
chamber, so I'm a little unclear, and I don't know that anyone is yet. So there's this committee and there's the chamber and a lot of overlapping goals. So as far as funding and budget goes, they have some budget and spending some money on some things, so we probably should coordinate what that looks like.
fair enough.
Like,
It's
So-
funny that I look at a Chamber of Commerce as a entity that supports and promotes the businesses. Side focus would be beautification of downtown.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
know?
I do.
We can talk about that philosophically in the future.
But yes, okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is just put a tickler note on my calendar that I'll revisit that with her in the spring and you talk to you all and, okay.
I signed up.
You did, okay.
I signed up for this. Not gotten any further information. They said, when I signed up, they said information will follow,
Okay.
but it's like a week and a half out at least.
Let me, because I signed up as well, so we could at least get the recordings. I don't know if I got a response email. I'm gonna look and see if that's just, they just haven't
I
sent
don't
it.
even think it was an email. I think it was,
You just sign up on this,
Yep,
Is
You
this
click
gonna
that
be a
link.
Zoom thing?
yeah,
yes.
it's not Zoom. It's, and I don't know if I have to download the app. It's on Microsoft Teams, which is like Zoom, but it's a different, it's not a public product. It's a Microsoft. It's called Teams.
So do you know what time it is?
I
Can help
don't
you with that if
remember.
You're
Okay,
interested.
'cause
Betty.
that's, I'm gonna
can
clean
help
my
you with that.
furnace
I
then.
don't remember. He sent us an email with all the,
Oh,
to click on and,
I guess I didn't know what that
but
was.
it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay,
You
Oh,
won't be home.
okay, yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah, he's coming to do the furnace in the morning, so.
I don't know what day is it?
It's a Monday, I think. 21st?
I think that is a Monday.
It's a
Tuesday?
Tuesday. It is actually next Tuesday. 21st.
Yeah, and.
4
I have not
o'clock,
Heard
right?
anything, but that's fine. I just, they would probably want you, when I've used Teams in the past on a previous computer, laptop, I had to download the app. And I don't want to be stuck, that's
Yeah,
complicated. Whether this is accessible publicly on the internet, or I have to have the app on my PC.
yeah, I'm gonna look and see if
Mhm.
they've sent me anything. Sometimes when I sign up for webinars and that, as it comes closer, they send you the link and I always upload it to my
Well, we're
calendar.
within a week now,
Yeah,
so
so you've nothing. I don't know if I received anything when I started. I'll look and see what
I'll
that's
stay
about.
in touch with you. I'll see you tomorrow. 1 o'clock, parking lot.
Yeah. Okay, and then are we all good with that one?
Mhm.
Okay, so then Sylvia Piquet is the Downtown Center Program Director. We tried to have a meeting with her at the end, like the beginning of the fall last year, but it was a time when we were having a hard time getting people together. So she will come and do a presentation, talk about the program and the 4-point approach, which is what they're also having the training on. And then, so we're doing all the things that we've been doing, but we also need to talk about bigger picture because we're going to have to update the plan. We're going to need to do visioning. Those are things that are going to lead us into be able to get funding. So we need to start doing those things concurrently. So I don't know if you're ready to schedule a meeting today, but I wanted to flag it and keep it on the agenda so that we could do that at some point in the not too far future.
You schedule it one of our regular meetings?
Probably. I mean, I have to check with her, but probably.
Suggestion.
Mhm.
Let's don't make a lot of things happen between now and
Holidays.
and so I would think perhaps a January meeting would be a really good idea, or February if it has to then, right?
Then I'll reach out to her and see what her availability is.
Don't you think we should kind of focus on,
Yeah, I agree. I want to make sure it doesn't, yeah, it's big. So I will reach out to her and ask if she can do something January, February, and I will put that on one of the meetings and I'll
could we
confirm
do
with
it
you.
to make it easier? Zoom,
Yeah, yep,
Zoom for her, and that's just easier long-term. January, February, the weather's never, ever.
and she can help us come up with a game plan in terms of timeline. So the program has certain requirements, goals, and so she can help us move forward in a more structured way in terms of that program. And then we can also continue to do, you know, beautification and event effort, trying to coordinate and then there'll be more formal opportunities for that too, when we're talking about funding.
Talking
So
about like making a bet, business,
kind of for the town.
we should have that. For the year, we should make.
Well, the planning board does that. They have goals and objectives, but this is that you have to have vision. You have to update the status of the inventory of the 2000 plan. And then the next big step is visioning. We have to have a vision meeting. So they spell it out. And then as far as time frame goes, like goals of, we'll try to do this in this time frame, in this time frame, she can give us a more realistic expectation of what that should look like. Because I told you, I've gone to a couple meetings and I said, took us like a year to get meeting, and they're like, oh, that's great. It's not, you know, so she has a more realistic timeline. I'll reach out to her.
So Brent is now officially on the planning board
He is on the planning board.
and now officially a voting member.
Did that just take place? I'm not
I
aware.
do read your minutes.
Was it the council minutes?
I know, it was planning board.
Oh, so each meeting, if,
Sorry.
I read it misunderstood.
yeah, so each meeting, there's 7 voting members, and if anyone's absent, then an alternate will be fill in for that
He
evening.
filled in that evening.
Yeah, and then we usually have an opening. He generally is always voting, but it's meeting by meeting.
Oh.
So right now, there are 7, right now, there isn't a space for a full-time member, but when someone's term ends and they don't renew, then he will likely be appointed. Hopefully, he will want to get appointed full-time. Yeah. So yeah, he generally always does vote, but he always participates in discussions regardless.
Any other business we need to handle today?
Can I just read you back some of what I've got in my notes for follow-up?
Sure can.
I'm still working language for the flyer. I'm going to reach out, some of this I'm going to reach right out to Main Street program. Language for a handout, a flyer. I'm going to look at, see if Norton Rim's anything they will in terms of city lights. Can someone out there give us some recommendations of what they're already doing? We have this idea about the colored lights, you know, just to make sure there isn't something that they're going to go, oh yeah, it's something so obvious that we missed. I'm going to check to see if Andrew reached out to the food truck vendor. I'm going to talk to the school department about somehow getting notice out to the elementary school children. I'm going to order 3,000 lights. I'm going to reach out to Sylvie Piquet at the Main Street Center to see if we can set something up for January or February. I'm going to send out an email about candy being dropped off, but I'm not going to do that until Friday to see if there's any donations. And then you've already indicated tomorrow at 1 o'clock is the scarecrow. Should I send that out to the committee as a, yep, okay, so I'll send that email out.
Granted, you won't need a lot of people. You will do it. Said, you think about it. I mean, I don't know. These.
Well, they're probably still pretty good because we haven't had frost yet. But you're gonna have Dave with the truck, which will be a huge help.
He'll be theirs.
Yeah, and he'll help you.
So, I mean, well, I think we can do it physically. It's nice to have that sense
Yeah.
of community and people feeling like they're participating. We'll see.
Absolutely.
See who shows up.
Sharpen up your lockers.
I would like to call the meeting out and adjourn the meeting for today. Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Can you tell us, confirm for us, the record?